Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us a lot. Today we are coming to talk about the step-by-step guide of how to become a nurse in Canada. I have already mentioned that this month of April, the spotlight is going to be on Canada. That is why we started with conferences that nurses can attend in 2026 in Canada. We went ahead to talk about how as a nurse assistant, a diploma nurse, a diploma midwife, or a diploma community nurse can become a licensed practical nurse in Canada. And we have also discussed that video, so if you haven't watched that video, you can quickly check that one out. So today we are going to talk about the step-by-step guide of how to become a nurse in Canada. And as I keep on saying, if you are a nurse, you have to do well to get extra licenses in another country, and getting a license in Canada will go a long way to help you in your career. Without wasting much time, let's dive into the video. Before we talk about the traditional way of becoming a nurse in Canada, let's quickly talk about the school route. And this involves overseas nurses who want to move to Canada through school, and one of the best pathways right now is the Masters in Nursing route. First, you need to already have a bachelor's degree in nursing from your home country, and most Canadian universities will require you to have a 1 to 2 year experience from your home country before. And the next thing is you have to meet the English language requirements. This means that having an IELTS score overall of 7 or equivalent, and make sure that you meet other requirements as well. Now, some of the popular schools that you can go in for are University of Toronto, University of British Columbia, McMaster's University, University of Alberta, McGill University, and so on. There's a whole lot of universities to apply to enroll in a Masters in Nursing program. And whilst you are going through these courses, or whilst you are getting your Masters, you have to make sure that you also satisfy the provincial requirements so that after school you become eligible to work in Canada as a nurse. Now let me also talk about the fact that if you already have any BSc in any courses, for example, if you have a BSc in Agri or a BSc in Social Sciences, BSc in any field, you can also enroll in a 2-year master's program in some of these universities as well. So make sure that you do your checks well and look out for all of these universities and apply to them as soon as possible if you've already made up your mind to work in Canada as a nurse. And these programs usually take 2 years, and after graduation you can apply for a post-graduation work permit and gain Canadian experience, and you write your licensing exam like the NCLEX RN. And the good news is that nursing graduates in Canada are in high demand, and many of them secure jobs within few months after finishing their program. And that's the brief information of how to become a nurse in Canada through the school pathway. The second way that internationally educated nurses can register to become nurses in Canada is to go through NNAS. So the first thing is that they will apply through NNAS, which is the National Nursing Assessment Services. You are going to create an account with NNAS, you submit your nursing certificate, you send your transcript directly from your nursing school. So after registration, you are going to get documents, send it to your NMC, and they are going to fill it out and send it to NNAS, and also submit your employment forms. Then after that, NNAS will go through your profile to check that the nursing you did back home is compatible with the Canadian standard. So that is the first part. You're going to apply through NNAS, you create an account, you go through the process, you pay their fees, you submit all the documents, and the timeline for all of this is going to take between 6 to 12 months. And after assessment, NNAS is going to send the advisory report to the province that you chose. So during your NNAS application, you can probably choose that I want to register with Ontario. So after they've gone through your report, they are going to send your report to the College of Nurses of Ontario or any province that you have already chosen during your application. So Canada has about 10 provinces. So after you apply through NNAS, the next step you have to do is to apply to a provincial nursing body, and we have some of them, which is the College of Registered Nurses of Alberta, College of Nurses of Ontario, British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives. We have a lot of them, so depending on the one that you want to choose, just go online and search for College of Nurses of Ontario registration. It's going to pull out, then you are going to click on the registration as an overseas nurse, then you are going to start the registration process. So when you start the registration process, they are going to look at at your NNAS report, the report that NNAS sent to them. They are going to look through it. They are going to assess your education, your experience, your language ability as well. Some provinces are easy to navigate, so make sure that you do your searches right. Get mentors in Canada, follow nurses who are already in Canada and are speaking about the Canadian pathway. And if you go on to TikTok, there is a guy called Holy Vatican. You can always check on him. Now the next step is your English language requirements. So if you are someone who was trained in French, you also have your pathway, but this video is for nurses who were trained in English. And the popular one is going to be the IELTS score, and you have to get an IELTS score of 7, or you can use the Canadian English language benchmark for nurses. You can also use that one, but the popular one, of course, that most of the nurses will go for is the IELTS. And the IELTS, most of the scores is going to be around 7.0. Now you have to check on your province to know the exact scores that is needed. Now anytime nurses hear of IELTS, they start to shiver. This is because most of the nurses refuse to get the correct guidance before they start their IELTS journey. I didn't do my checks well, and I have to write IELTS 7 times before I got the needed score to work in the United Kingdom. Don't be like me. Right from the onset, make sure that you get mentors, you get people who will take you through the IELTS proper so that you pass once and for all. Now after the English language has been met, the fourth one is your bridging program. So the provincial nursing body that you choose will look at your English, will look at your training, will look at your NNAS report and decide whether you will need a bridging program. Note that not everyone is going to need a bridging program, so your provincial nursing body is going to decide whether you need a bridging program or not. And the bridging program is quite expensive. It ranges from 10,000 Canadian dollars to 20,000 Canadian dollars. This might seem a lot, but if you do the conversion, you might probably be able to afford. Now after the bridging program, the next thing is to prepare and write your NCLEX, and you have to be fully prepared before you sit for your NCLEX exam, because you can't go through all this process to fail your NCLEX. And that is why I advise that all nurses willing to write the NCLEX exam should contact NCLEX Pro Solution. We've had nurses from Canada coming to us to get training before they write their NCLEX, and you can also do the same. Contact the numbers on your screen, and NCLEX Pro Solution is going to give you all the material that you need to pass your NCLEX. They are going to give you CELBAN access for live class sessions, which is recorded. So I know that the Canadians, you have different time zones. Now NCLEX Pro Solution operates with the GMT time zone. So if you know that you are a nurse in Canada and you are preparing for your NCLEX, join us, because our classes are recorded. You're going to meet 4 times in a week. You get access to a full Archer CELBAN plus other resources, and this is a game changer because we have 100% record. All our nurses are passing. So take the numbers on your screen, and if you're a nurse in Ghana, Nigeria, USA, UK, we have a lot of clients in UK. If you are preparing for your NCLEX, contact NCLEX Pro Solution. Take the numbers on your screen and do yourself a good favor and pass the NCLEX with ease. Now after passing the NCLEX, the next thing is to look for jobs and apply for your work permit. After passing your NCLEX and you have received your eligibility, there are so many pathways or migration pathways that you can use to move to Canada. And now the first one I want to talk about is the express entry, and we also have the provincial nominee program. This is ongoing, and I've seen a lot of nurses relocated through this same program. And the other one I want to talk about is the employer sponsored work permit. As the name goes, get an employer, they are going to sponsor you, you relocate with your entire family to Canada. So there's a whole lot of pathways that you can use to relocate to Canada after you've passed your NCLEX. Now the most important thing is start your processes, go through the step-by-step guide as I've shown you. Make sure that you apply through NNAS, you apply to the provincial body, you get the English requirements, which is very important, and your provincial body is going to decide whether you need a bridging program. And the fifth point is you're going to write NCLEX with the assistance of NCLEX Pro Solution. Do not forget about NCLEX Pro Solution in the equation. Then you move to apply for your work permit after you've gone through the process and you've gotten your eligibility. Now the next point is it worth it to even relocate to Canada? And the obvious answer is yes. Apart from the fact that you are going to a different environment, learn new cultures, upgrade and see how nursing is done in different places, you also earn a very good salary for your services. Now if you go to places like Ontario, you are going to earn between 36 to 55 Canadian dollars per hour, and if you go to places like Alberta, you are going to earn between 38 to 57 per hour And also, if you go to places like BC or British Columbia, you can earn between 38 Canadian dollars to 50 Canadian dollars. And apart from all of these, you get a chance to move with your family and get a very good lifestyle in Canada. And you can also upgrade to different areas like a nurse practitioner or any field that you want to go into. But let's also talk about the cost. This is one of the most expensive pathways we've ever dealt on this platform, because you can spend between 3,000 Canadian dollars to a maximum of 20,000 Canadian dollars. And this is all because of the bridging program in the picture. So make sure that you factor all of these in. And if the provincial nursing body that you are going to choose requires you to have a bridging program, or after they've gone through your nurse advisory report and they say that, hey Manuel, you need a bridging program, make sure that you save towards it. And this is the time that as nurses we have to save, get extra income to fund all of these process. Because I remember when I was writing my IELTS, I wrote 7 times. If I had not saved, if I wasn't working extra jobs, I wouldn't have gotten the money to fund all of these process. So as nurses, one of the most important element, or the most important catalyst, the most important ingredient to become successful is money. Make sure that you save a lot and get extra support to fund all of these processes. And also know that the timeline that we are going to meet all of these varies. It can take between 1 year to 3 years maximum before you can achieve all of this. And this partly depends on the provincial nursing body that you choose. Some of the nursing bodies are easy to navigate, others are very quick, others are very slow. So make sure that you speak to mentors as well to know the very good provincial bodies to apply. So this brings us to some of the important tips you have to consider. Make sure that you choose a very good provincial nursing body. Make sure that you save a lot of money, get all your documents intact. Make sure that your birth cert, your passport, they are all ready, they are all in date. I remember recently I wanted to enroll one of our clients in the NCLEX process, and I realized that he is not having a passport, and we have to use his birth cert to apply for the passport. And we also realized that his birth cert has been laminated. Now let me use this chance to tell everyone listening to me right now that do not laminate your birth cert. It's not a good practice, because some of the institutions would like to verify it, and through the verification process they have to fill it. So if you have laminated them, it's going to affect some of the processes that you are going to do. And also one key factor is that avoid agents who promise you jobs. Make sure that you go through all of these processes yourself, but get mentors, get nurses who are already there, nurses who are already talking about it. If you have to pay for consultation, pay and get it done, and do not pay monies to agents who are going to deceive you at the end. Now let me also emphasize the fact that you can only be successful to become a nurse in Canada with this route only if you have a BSc in nursing, a bachelor's of nursing. And that is why I always say that as nurses with diploma, enroll in Suffolk University. Just go into the comment section, check the pin link. I have left a link in the comment section, click on it, apply through UNICAF, and UNICAF is going to give you partial scholarship, and you can do your BSc in nursing online from the comfort of your homes. If you are an African nurse with diploma, you can go through the process. Within a year you are going to get your BSc in nursing, and when you get your BSc in nursing, you can then apply to become a nurse in Canada. And that is the end of this video. I hope that you have at least gotten something from this video, and if you have, please click on the subscribe button, like this video, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I reply to every comment that comes in the comment section. And that is it. That is the 6 steps of how to become a nurse in Canada. My name is Manuel. I will see you in the next video, and in the next video, which I've already done before, I promise you that I'm going to post a video on how everyone, not even nurses alone, everyone, whether you are a driver, you are a hairdresser, you are a truck driver, whatever you do, you can also work in Canada. And I'm going to do that video next. So after watching this video, just look on the screen and click on that video, or send it to a friend as well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.